We have the potential of a whole new music that we don't even know exists yet, that we'll be hearing in 5 years or 10 years from now and say, wow, this is nay rock or nay jazz or whatever. Who knows? We don't even know the name of what it's going to be called yet.
Tapped by Peter Gabriel for his real-world records, Songcatchers is joining the mainstream music strand. No longer destined to selling records from the backs of trucks at trading posts and grocery stores, Songcatchers music may be found at the mega record stores in hometown Seattle and as far away as Tokyo.
The word Songcatcher, when I was learning about songs and I began to get ideas in my head, gradually over time I got encouragement from different elders to begin to sing them in public, and so I began to do that. And once I started doing that, then people began to ask me for more songs. And so I began to hang out then around the other composers. In English you say composers. And I began to ask about this and that. And then I met some of the older composers, and they began to tell me, they said, you know, we use the word composing, they said, but it's not really what we're doing. They said, what we're doing is we're catching songs. And he said, they said, composing is a little bit too arrogant. Sort of like it's just your original idea. But they said when you catch a song, it's part of all life that's around you. And they even talked about how these songs already exist, that there's songs all around us right now. And so they talked about how some people have the gift of catching these songs.
Musically, I try to bring some African roots to it. I try to bring some of the things that I grew up with, some of the R&B, some of the funk, some of the jazz. It was kind of strange coming into a group like this because I've always had my own groups. And I decided to leave the stage in 1990. I was tired of it. But coming in a project like this was so fulfilling.
I wanted to hear something new as far as native music was going too. I wanted to hear something that just kind of, that showed what we do and the best of it, I guess, and that way put that together with what I hear on the radio, what I hear on tapes, you know, the rock and roll, the jazz, the blues, whatever I hear, put that together and just blow people's mind away,
I started to feel like I was actually physically catching lyrics, melody, imagery, message, and what came out was, I am my mother's daughter, my name is Neon Sky.
And when we finally stopped, everybody kind of looked at each other and said, wow, what was that? And then we decided we have to look at this, and we have to make a record, or we have to record this.
I do not need a reason. I do
My father really appreciates the music. When he first heard it, he really didn't understand it because he doesn't know much about rock and roll or funk or blues. He mostly just listens to traditional music when he drives around. So it took him a while. It took him about 2 years. Now he's going around everywhere and passing out tapes whenever he can. And he wants to come tonight to the show and introduce us if he can. And
Tell Allah, Tangriha, tell Jah, tell Jesus, Jehovah, tell Vishnu, tell Ra.
The fusion of traditionally inspired rhythms with mainstream music is a natural evolution. Songcatchers has a gift for catching universal melodies. They pass this on to kids in their catching song workshops held regularly in the Pacific Northwest.
I'm a singer for my people. I'm not a singer for entertainment. I'm not a singer for theater. When I'm old and I can't be in whatever entertainment anymore, I want to sing. I want to sing at home. My people, my elders, you know, they're the ones who taught me these things. And when I get to be an old man, I want to be able to pass it on.